Ooh, everybody, and welcome back to Drowning. Now we're gonna move around. We remember the message that doesn't tell me a lot, but I'm sure Mordred will figure it out. Well, we're supposed to go to the dark room. That's what he let us know before we went into the past. Apparently he knows some stuff that we don't know. Now that we're back here, but you can't explain what's been on your mind? Remember those weird drawings in the rehearsal room we found back then? I do, and as soon as I saw the clocks. Because I already knew those were like times. But now I fully understand. Of course, I never forget them, the sun and moon in the hand. The same ones that Pandora mentioned in this letter. Not only that, there were 3 circles in the floor. Starting to make sense now. You say so? Maybe we should change the clocks? At least the paintings are already every 15 minutes or so. You're right, it's worth a try. So much evidence to find out the right time to set. Maybe it was something related to 6 years ago. Okay, let's try to set the clocks on every single comment from left to right. Let's start with the first clock on the left. Oh great, now I cannot check it again. That would have been very helpful, okay? I'm sorry. Ah, god damn it. Go with 12:20. Okay, now the middle one. And done. And now the last one on the right. 7:58. Bingo. Wait, these paintings, huh? Pandora described them in his letter. Better the key to enter the hidden room somehow. If I remember correctly, the exhibition writer claimed that the paintings and columns are interactive. Should we inspect them? Yeah, but I think we need a precise sequence. We must crack the code in order to find it. Let's start from that, then we'll figure it out. Alright, but it's so weird these paintings have the same schedule we found years ago in the rehearsal room. And Pandora had no reason to help us track down his hideout. Whatever the reason, Lee's obviously involved in this mess. He's the one to set the painting's timetable for exhibition. But let's not speculate too much for the moment. And to talk about speculation when dealing with such an absurd case. Alright, let's save here before we fuck something up. That's a painting, it's quite useless. What do you mean? From Pandora. Infant hieroglyphs painted on the canvas of life. Death fits the shell, it does no harm to dissolve the artwork. An insane game which stems from an unappreciated mind and flows through the decades. The code of the sun is in the hands of the shameless. Love of rule by fate attracted down to the mediocrity of the abyss. The coal of the moon lies in the misplayed thoughts of the father, victim and perpetrator of his sick game. The hand, the wicked symbol of humanity, is hidden in lost memories of cursed days. A blood-flavored confetti, slowly drowning. Wait, what do you want me to do? What? What does the game want me to do then? The game want me to move? Go to the entrance for now, and then I don't know. Maybe to apartment 784. Don't know if a time tip can help us right now. You again? You don't want to blame me for the death of that damn old man, do you? Not directly. I found this letter on the body of the latest victim. Any idea what it could mean? Stupid riddles, just what I needed. No, these words makes no sense. It must be a trick. He's giving you false information to mislead you. He knows the truth. I doubt Pandora would be stupid enough to help you, especially knowing that you sell your soul to stop him. As I thought, Maximilian has one of the 3 codes. Let's figure out which one. Fine, if you're not willing to cooperate with us, we're going to squeeze the truth out of you. You already skipped to the part where you threatened me? I know nothing. I told you. Oh yeah, you know something. Don't know what you know. Sometimes I think I enjoy seeing people lose their temper because of your abrasiveness. Scold me as much as you like. You know that it always works. Almost always. I'm tired of your games. I'm calling the police. We're close to figuring out who killed your son, and we're the only ones able to solve the case. You really want to live the pain of his son's deaths for the rest of your life? Only you could have avenged him, but didn't. Fine, but let's make it quick. What do you want to know? The origin of the code. First of all, I need all details about what happened after the column collapsed in the theater. Are you going to bring my son back into this? Just answer my question, please. I'll have to step in while he's talking to force him to reveal the code. It's the only way to solve it. After the collapse, everyone pointed the finger at my son so we had to increase surveillance. Despite all the petitions. Pointed the finger? You mean public opinion, the police? No, he was assaulted by the island's residents first. They threw bottles, rocks and other objects through the window as a protest against him. Someone convinced them that he had stolen the money for the contracts and built non-compliant areas. That's not true. I mean, what was the cause for collapse then? The incompetence of the construction company. What else? Someone even physically assaulted him, but they were old, so they couldn't harm him. This place is falling to pieces and is not equipped to deal with all the people, and yet he's still trying to deny the obvious. Okay, enough of this topic. Can we go to the beginning? As you wish. Surveillance. Increase the security measures before the murder? It was being discussed, but never got around to it because of the stupid petitions. Maybe I should ask more about this. The radical changes came after, but obviously the government required immediate action, which didn't work out as expected. Because Pandora struck before they could be implemented. Alright, let's go back to the main topic. Petitions? Petitions? What do you mean? Someone refused to increase surveillance because it ruined the harmony of the structure. He was against the installation of cameras that were many areas and not monitored. They would spoil the look of the artistic environment as well as invade our privacy. It's not acceptable. Such an idiot. Huh? Oh, what are you talking about? Who submitted the permissions? The former curator of the darkroom. I gave him that job to keep him quiet, but that just made things worse. We never met him, not even 6 years ago. What's his name? I'm sorry, can't remember. Oh, really? I get the feeling that you do remember it. Former curator of the darkroom, someone that both Lee and Andrew admired. It's quite obvious now. The person who's in charge of the darkroom is... Isn't it Lee? Oh. Who would have been in charge of the darkroom? Well, it's not me, it's not her. Probably not Leon. Taviov. Just like his father, Tavios impulsive this seemed to be black. Could be his son. I don't know. Jennifer. And Andrew. Who's Devil Hope? The Devil Hope? The latest victim of this infernal maze, Devil Hope. Unbelievable. Still I don't get why we never killed him. Because that lunatic kept venting despite being a vegetable. That's why. What? Soon after my son's death, his condition rapidly worsened, and yet he was doing his best to delay the safety improvements. So I had to replace him, further ruining my reputation and turning myself into a monster in the eyes of the residents. If it wasn't for him and his nonsense, now we would have cameras everywhere, and my son would still be alive. What does his son have to do with Daryl? Oh, nothing. Forget about it. It's too late for that. Spit it out. What was the relationship? My son was doing all he could to clear his name and knowing about Daryl's occupation. The R&D decided to ask him for help. What do you mean? You have so much influence on the city? No, only on the island. We managed to stop the scandal, at least superficially. If he hadn't handled the matter with the residents quickly, everything would have collapsed beyond repair. Are you that worried? Covering up a riot should be easier than hiding the death of 2 people. Power is based on appearances, Mr. Foley. If we showed the ship was sinking, the rats of the government would run away. The captain is supposed to go down with the ship, and I couldn't let that happen. We reached an agreement, and the bastard gave him a painting with a ladder to seal the deal. Could you be more specific? Like he didn't humiliate him enough. That old fool gave my son a painting by some unknown artist in the ladder. Still remember the content. It was a bunch of nonsense. Unexpected gifts. Tighten the noose on your hypocrisy and pay respect to the smile of the goddess. Look at the lips of the beast. Touch the thickest of its webs. I suspected this message must be part of Pandora's code. Now we need to decipher it. Where's the painting now? It was collecting dust in the basement for a long time until I gave it to a charity a few years ago. I have no idea where it went. What was the paint in the big thing? Some sort of goddess watching a spider-like woman vomiting and suffering at her feet. Nope, that's not the truth. This guy is lying so much at us. Why is he lying so much at us? I don't understand. I refuse to exhibit something like that to my guests. Oh, he showed it to everybody. The message was completely different though. What was the old man thinking? Spider at the feet of a goddess. Sounds familiar. Daryl would convince people to take my son's side in exchange for an extension of the darkroom and the promise to renovate crumbling buildings. Wait, did he really ask to extend the darkroom? The absolute power of his son and himself while so little? He said he never wanted to give more relevance to art in this godforsaken place, so we agreed to build another room. He always had such information and never told us. I wasn't aware of it until just recently. A few weeks ago I was reading through some of my son's old letters, and I happened to find out about the agreement with Daryl and this mysterious room. I asked for the floor plans for the entire area, but I could find nothing. The island's director who doesn't know about unauthorized works. Are you shitting me? As I said, we were renovating the whole island to improve our reputation. It was impossible for me to keep track of everything. Father of one of Pandora's victims starts investigating again, and suddenly a murder identical to that of 6 years ago happens. How do you imagine that's just a coincidence? If anything, now we know that the damn secret room actually exists. I told you everything I know, even what I promised to take to the grave. Put an end to this situation once and for all. I don't want to hear about Pandora ever again. Unless he decides to kill me before tonight. Mr. Maximilian. Goodbye. That's insane. How much influence does Pandora have on his people? Why is he killing his allies? What really matters is that we found out the old man had cleared the way from Pandora. Then he got killed by him for some reason. All the chickens are coming home to roost, but it still is an integrated situation. You're right. Come on, there's still much to do. So this old geezer knows a lot. He's lying his teeth out. And there's something wrong going on in apartment 784 as well. Please, Mordred, try to be nice this time. I don't think I'll need to. Oh, welcome back, my dear. So things are here again. Is Mary smiling? We know why we are here, madam. Be quick to answer my question and we'll leave you to your morning. Daryl is finally free from his prison. I've no reason to mourn. Oh. We got the surveillance footage. Maybe when the recording from the room where Daryl was found dead, what did they find? It just confirmed the worst case scenario. Madam, was your husband involved in the murder of Andrew Jonesy? Absolutely not. My husband loved him. He was like a son to us. You know what his physical condition was? How could he possibly have been able to do something like that? Here we go. This is the most important interrogation in my whole life. I cannot afford to fail. Alright, thanks for letting me know that I'm supposed to save here. Flight of Icarus. Well, you keep saying that my husband was involved in this whole thing. I've got no proof of that. Believe me, we have more than you know. But let's go through the whole thing once again. Said that you've been living on the island for 7 years. Well, we discovered something really interesting while talking to Maximilian. Your husband was a former curator of the darkroom. So what? How does this tie into the murder of that poor guy? That would link him to both murders that occurred here, to be precise. Following the accident in the theater, your husband tried to cut a deal with Maximilian's son to enlarge the darkroom. We don't know whether the work was performed or not, but there's another request that has been accepted, and it was actually crucial to solving the case. What request? I'm talking about prohibiting placing this evidence in specific locations across the island. Daryl explicitly requested that the cameras not be installed within houses, but most importantly, in the rehearsal room, the dark room, and the other places connected to the murders. What's that supposed to mean? Your husband made Pandora's work much easier since he wanted to see Maximilian's son dead. Daryl had a good job and the life was just perfect. Why would he help the murderer? He admitted that things were not so perfect back then. Your husband's condition was deteriorating day by day. Terry was a monster, ruining the lives of the residents, and the situation was about to get worse. So Daryl decided to help Pandora kill Terry. This won't have improved the situation at all. The assumption makes no sense. A reaction like that could not be predicted. That's why a new victim needed to be murdered 6 years later. And this time, the martyr ended up being the boy who admired your husband so much. The poor guy you're praising was just a tool for Pandora's and your husband's plan. The time of the murder was not a coincidence. Of course not. Daryl asked Pandora to lure us here, together with the police, in order to shed some light on the problems faced by the island's residents. Why would my husband ask something like that? The reason is quite clear. We're about to get thrown out of here. Once again, he said that your husband's condition would have soon made you end up living on the street. The only way to avoid it was to make a scandal. Bingo. Time to play my trump card. However, his plan didn't turn out the way he wanted to, since the news had not leaked in time. So Daryl had no choice but to take drastic measures and get killed by Pandora. What? Daryl got himself killed on purpose? How can he be so sure? Unlike the other victims, his death was painless, so he made our investigation even more difficult. But that's insane! Pandora was aware that the room was monitored by cameras. Exactly, that's the point. He wanted to be seen. I think it's safe to say that Pandora is doing everything to get caught tonight. The message, the letter, the same murder in the same public place. They all suggest he has finally decided to put an end to his macabre journey. And I could see him premeditating the whole thing 6 years ago when he left those drawings on the wall. What you're saying this makes perfect sense. Are you done blabbering? Your boss is getting on my nerves. There's no footage. You're just messing with me. You expect me to fall apart and say something against my husband? That's quite a change of attitude, madam. Are you perhaps afraid to hear the name of the monster that Daryl was working with? The man you saw, the one you believed to be Pandora. Is he someone we already know? Haven't you realized yet? The man in the footage is the only link between Daryl and the victim. Pandora's real identity is... Okay, now you got my curiosity, because I don't know. I mean, he looks like Pandora. Can it be Andrew Jonesy? No way she's bent over. Is it Lee? Is it Lee? He's too young. Oh, it is. Lee Graves, the current curator of the Darkroom. Oh. It can't be. Why did he let himself get caught by the cameras? Why? So you know all about? And I haven't gotten to the best part yet. There's another reason why Daryl got himself killed. How much longer are you going to tarnish his memory? Stop with your ridiculous insinuations. Insinuations? No, this is the plain truth. Daryl had a plan B from the beginning. The other reason why he decided to get killed and caught on camera is... protecting his wife? No. Don't remember. Mistaken for no. Protecting his wife? To protect you and your future. Steph would allow his wife to stay on the island, giving a decent future. And even if a hell person, nobody would even think of refusing shelter to the wife of one of the victims. Oh, that one was too obvious. I was like, we already discussed this. Why is this another thing again? Might as well destroy the island's reputation if something like that happened. Brilliant plan. Congratulations to your husband. Sweet and caring under his last breath. So typical of my dear Daryl. So many times I begged him to stop working with such a monstrous and heartless man. A monster that we can finally stop once and for all. All we need is the last code, then we'll go get him. And the only person that knows it? Yes, it's me. Been keeping it with me for 6 years. It obtains monstrous paradoxes. The flower of darkness blooms while the cursed kiss of the gods is consuming. The lyre travels through its notes while the artist gazes into nothingness. I hope you're aware that you're walking right into the belly of the beast. The worst you'll ever face. Goodbye, detective. Great, we have all 3 codes now. I still don't know how I killed Andrew. Anyway, I feel there's something wrong. Do you think this was so easy? We'll get our answer directly from Pandora. Come on, the darkroom is waiting. Can we inform Leon of the police? And leave all the glory to them? No thanks. I'm afraid you're underestimating the danger, Mordred. Been chasing that motherfucker for too long. I won't let this corrupt bastard steal it from me. Got it? Come on. Got no time to waste. We sure about this? I don't think that's the smartest idea. I agree not getting the police involved. I agree with that. Leon probably not as well, but shouldn't we talk with Maximilian Max first? Well, that is the entrance. Well, to the darkroom then. Ah. So we're gonna investigate this, right? Just the painting is quite useless for now. Alright, here we go. Now we have all the codes described in the ladder. I'll need to figure out how to use them, Paul. Maybe there's a sequence to follow. Let's read through the documents again with a closer to the truth. The shield of shame reflects on the sword, brandished by the hero with the prominent helm. In the middle, one of the sisters observes the scene, refusing to shed undue tears. Tighten the noose on the hypocrisy and pay respect to the smile of the goddess. Look at the lips of the beast, touch the thickest of its webs. The flower of darkness blooms while the cursed kiss of the gods is consuming. The lever travels through its notes while the artist gazes into nothingness. Still don't understand. That's the one with the spider. The news. Huh. Look at the lips of the beast, touch the thickest of its webs. Oh, we have to follow that in a sequence. It's gonna make it even harder. Tighten the noose on the hypocrisy and pay respect to the smile, lips, webs. Huh? I think I heard something. Did we just find out the correct sequence? Yes, we did. Medusa. Oh wait, documents I'm gonna need. The shield of shame reflects on the sword, brandished by the hero with the prominent helm. No. The flower of darkness blooms while the cursed kiss of the gods is consuming. The lyre travels through its nose while the artist gazes into nothingness. Flowers of darkness, cursed kiss. Yeah, it's just more guessing at this point. I went with the wrong picture, I think. Did you hear it? Yes, I think we're on the right path. But this is the one. Yeah, that was the one we actually forgot. The flower of darkness blooms while the cursed kiss of the gods is consuming. Alright. So this is the third, this is the fourth. Oh, oops. Fly, and then the beast that looks into nothing. Alright, we got it. Hey, something happened. Oh, I think so too. A secret door? Tja. Same door that the bastard threw you in 6 years ago. I bet it leads to the rehearsal room. There's only one way to find out. No, you're in no condition to come, Hammer. Stay here and close the door behind me. You crazy? You trying to get yourself killed by Ventura now that we've got him? Don't worry, I'm not planning on dying anytime soon, nor do I want the police to step in before I find the truth. You're right, This was way too easy. If it's a trap, at least one of us will be able to raise the alarm. Maybe you're right. Let's keep in touch and please be careful, Mordred. Alright, time to go. Pandora's waiting for me. Alright, time to save. Because now shit is about to go down. So we're gonna move. Do we just investigate the thing? Yes. Here I am, wandering in the dark, trying to find a way. Damn, temperature is rising. I need to take off my coat. Rose has no signal here. Damn it. Thank God Hera stayed behind. She does not have to go through this. Hera, please, if anything happens to me, wait. I see something. There's a light over there. Is that? The room we were looking for? The atmosphere is terrifying. What is this creepy place? Here's where night has fallen and a new one has risen. Welcome, Mr. Foley. I was waiting for you. You finally decided to crawl out from your hole, you filthy sewer rat. That's no way to address the person who's about to make you powerful and famous. What? Why do you think I have been careless enough to get caught on camera, leave that ladder, and all those clues? You were right, he did want to be caught. Answer my question. Are you the real Pandora? Of course I am. I'm the ghost who's been tormenting you for the past 6 years. Nope, he's lying. By the way, where's that pretty colleague of yours? Shut up, I'm asking the questions here. How did the mask appear? By now. What's wrong? Has anything appeared on my face? But how? Are you surprised? You're not the only one who's been doing some research on his arch enemy. I'm Pandora, after all, right? Your worst nemesis. Nightmare that keeps you awake at night. He's not Pandora. Enough of the mind games. You're just messing with me. You think so? Then try and ask me if I killed Andrew Jonesy. If you think I'm going to fall for your stupid tricks, you're dead wrong. Put your hands where I can see them and follow me. Would you really let it end like this? Without even knowing how things really went? I don't trust the situation. He's not Pandora. Alarm! Alarm! Come on, Mr. Foley. I know you can do better than that. May I call you Mordred? After all, me and you are pretty much friends by now, right? Did you kill Andrew Jonesy? Of course I did. And 6 years ago I killed Oath Jr. too. No, it's not possible. The look on your face is 1,000 words. You are the living example of how art lives of shattered hopes. I'm sure that a smart fellow like you might have sensed something wrong with Andrew's death. What's your point? Ask the right questions and I will tell you the truth. If I told you lies, you would notice my mask, right? Come on, don't be shy. Take the chance and join my little game. You won't regret it. Start from the beginning and try to pull all the pieces of the puzzle together. I hate to admit it, but this creep is right. I need to know the truth. Andrew got himself hired at the cesspool of an island and immediately fell under both your influence and that of your damn accomplice, Devil Hope. His death was meant to emulate Terry Oath's murder, but things didn't work out as planned. True, and I know what you're going to ask me next, so here's the answer. No one ever saw either me or Andrew go into the rehearsal room, because we used the secret passage you've just walked through. It's obviously connected to that room, and it was used to kill Terry and kidnap your little friend as well, you filthy pig. However, this time the victim was perfectly conscious when he arrived to the room, and that means he went there willingly. So he went there willingly, walking through the passage with you. It is not a difficult deduction considering the influence I had on that beautiful little sprout. Still, your perspective is too narrow and one-sided, driving him back to the rehearsal room and what he found there. Those jars full of wax. That's it. I guess they raised some question about one particular detail of the victim's body. A link between those jars and some detail of the victim which is different from 6 years ago. My finger on the trigger is getting itchy. No. Not the hand. That one. What? That thing? What? I missed something? Oh, I still have to go in there. Alright. I guess I just have to repeat the process now. Yeah, wait, blah, blah, blah. Let's try this again. Alright, he's gonna lie to us. But he's gonna tell us the truth if we say the right things. He went there willingly. The link between those jars and some detail of the victim which is different from 6 years ago. Not the fingerprints. Oh yeah, fair enough. The wax on Andrew's face was not pulled evenly, so that man said to try to defend himself. Oh really? And what makes you believe that? I can prove that the victim fought back while wax was being poured on him. The hands? Both his thumbs had severe burns. He must have attempted to cover his face or grab the attacker's hands. Besides, we found his fingerprints by the window, suggesting that he tried to resist being pushed out. I'm truly disappointed, Foley. Try to see things from another angle. You'll understand why only his thumbs were burned off. Think about the shape of those jars. Imagine pouring the wax on someone's face. You're finally starting to see things differently now. It's just the same words that our friend said, which makes me believe that our friend is the killer, but then... No. The wax on his own face? He did it himself. And while his thumbs were burned. While pouring the wax, some spilled on his thumbs. He was in pain, and he leaned against the window, leaving those 2 fingerprints. Congratulations, detective. And now another piece of evidence has gained meaning. Correct. Indeed, the evidence is related to what happened next, and now it makes a lot of sense. That one. Blinded in pain and in a panic, completed the work by jumping off the window. He ran and threw his shoulder against the window to break it down, getting wounded by the shards of glass. Since he was blind though, he jumped out the wrong window and fell to the ground instead of landing into the pond as he was supposed to. Now it makes sense. Andrew killed himself to emulate Harry's death, but he committed a little mistake. That's right, I have nothing to do with it. He killed himself to imitate his biggest idol. And now it's easy to understand why he was in a rush. Killed himself ahead of time. Panic attack. He was afraid of getting caught and fail. Exactly. Not everyone can handle the pressure. Especially young boys like him. Why though? He wanted to please his mentor. Won't killing Maximilian be enough? Do you know who Herostratus is? No. What does it have to do with the murder? Herostratus burned down the Temple of Artemis, one of the ancient world's 7 wonders, with the only purpose of becoming famous. The Greek society sentenced him to death and imposed on him one of the first examples of damnatio memoriae in history. His name was erased from books, documents, and biographies so that he would never be remembered. Despite their attempt to erase his terrible deeds, his name has survived to this day. Andrew tried to seek immortality by mutilating the only man who could be considered a modern Herostratus, Pandora. So he was acting on his own initiative, but why would he help and worship you? Quite funny how you keep referring to me while the person he was looking up to is someone else. Are you telling me that? The mask already warned you. I am not Pandora. Can't believe it. Pandora's true identity is... Do we know it? I mean, it's gotta be... there's only one person I can believe who it is. It's Leon Bassett. Oh, he's in the police! Wait. But if it's not Leon, who is it? No, Maximilian makes no sense. Oh wait, we know it's not Lee. Devil Hope makes 0 sense. Mary could be is unlikely. Luke Benton is too aggressive, not smart enough. Andrew Jonesy? There's no way it's Maximilian. Damn, now I have to do this all over again. Wait. I'll see you later, girl. He went there willingly. It's different from 6 years ago. The bags. The fingerprints. Why only the thumbs? Put wax onto his own face. Evidence is related to what happened next and now it makes a love sense. The glass. I am not Pandora. I can't believe it. Pandora's true identity is. Wait, a person he is worshipped? We know those two are innocent. We know it's not that, not that, not that. It's really hard to say it's those. Who's this? Terry is dead. That cannot be. Meaning that Daryl is Pandora? Daryl Hope. That boy killed himself to save the real Pandora, who was no longer able to move and fight back. They were about to be thrown off the island and forced to live on the street. By recreating the same murder the devil committed 6 years before, he has drawn the attention of people and media to the island. To make Maximilian live through the nightmare again, get him to crack under pressure just like it happened after the death of his son. A true masterpiece. Now I see why Pandora suddenly dropped off the radar. He was sent to the island with his wife. Then he decided to kill the son of Oath, because in his eyes he fully embodied the myth of Icarus. And because he wanted to avenge those two victims of the collapse in the theater, exposing and humiliating Maximilian. So Pandora, the real Pandora, is dead. No, it's not possible. I refuse to believe that bastard died before I could get my hands on him. The old fool ruined everything. I won't be able to clear either my name or Hera's. My dreams of fame and glory, all gone forever, and all because of that old cripple. Still, you are his accomplice, and your babbling makes me want to pull the fucking trigger. Not to mention that Lee seems to have no idea who the Pandora related to the Toshi Parkers is, which means that he acted independently. And also those of Hephaestus and the suicide on the island, they were just copycats. So far we've done nothing but chase ghosts while the real Pandora was locked up on the island. Critical conditions. Just thinking of he died in front of me without even knowing who he really was drives me crazy. The worst criminal Nova Polemos has ever seen is now dead. And all you can think about is your own personal gain? You truly are an incredible man, Mordred Foley. Let's get this mask fast over with, and let me tell you the rest of the story. When his conditions worsened, Daryl wanted me as his successor, since I was the only artist he respected in all of Nova Polemos. So he revealed to me his true identity, his methods, his ideology. After that he showed me this very room, telling me that one day I would continue his work. That freak wanted you to do his murders for him? Precisely, but I have a different idea. I do not simply want to evaluate him. I want to surpass. It doesn't make sense to pass him. What? "6 years ago, Daryl made those drawings with wax in the rehearsal room just to mislead the investigation. were actually meaningless. The same applies to those 3 codes. Just a depiction of a bunch of empty words coming from a broken man. And yet, they've been your key to this room. Can you see why? You wanted me to find you. Correct. And the reason is simple. I want you to arrest me and claim that I'm the real Pandora. What? You must be kidding. I already told you, my goal is to surpass Devil. I will turn myself in and take all the credit, condemning him to oblivion, and covering myself in glory. I'm going to create the first true masterpiece of Nova Palamas. And no one will ever know the truth. Now you see the full picture. You finally understand why I really wanted you here? You knew that I would be unscrupulous enough to arrest you even if you're not the real Pandora. This is simply ridiculous. Do you really believe I'm going to make a deal with a psychotic criminal like you? And you see, I'm giving you the chance to fulfill your greatest wish. No one is ever going to find out, and you will live the rest of your life as a hero. I know every single detail of each murder ever committed by Pandora. No one will ever accuse me of lying. I accept it. I would make the same mistake again and Tara would never forgive me. Oh, she doesn't need to know. This will be our little secret. No, it's not just that. I'd also condemn many of the island's residents, including Pandora's wife, to a life of hardship and suffering. The media wouldn't bother with the island and the situation of its guests. They would be too busy talking about you instead. You're wrong, my friend. They would be too busy talking about us. Besides, if you don't accept my offer, the police will be after you for what you've done here, taking advantage of your friend. You might even be put on trial again. Both of you. Help me finish my masterpiece and you live the rest of your days like a hero. You and your beloved Tara will have a bright future together. Refuse my offer and your life will be living hell. Make your choice, my friend. An easy choice. Shout the truth and doom your future. Fuck it. Always been doing the right thing, so let's do it. No. I'm not making the same mistake twice. What? Don't tell me you're going to share the truth about Daryl with the police. You got it. If you think I'd been bent to the will of a pathetic loser like you sorely underestimated me. Why? You would get everything you've ever dreamed of. Power, money, happiness. You would be the hero of this goddamn city. I don't care. Not anymore. And stop with the whining. You're going to have your 15 minutes of glory anyway. Security footage will incriminate you as his accomplice. You have nowhere to run. Are you doing this to glorify that old fool? That bastard died before you could get him. You should hate him. You're right. I should. But when I realized the identity of the man I've been chasing for 6 years, all I felt was pity. This charade has gone on long enough. I won't end it by fulfilling the wish of another maniac. What has changed in your folly? What the hell? The choice you're about to make will ruin your life and you're aware of that? There's no way out this time. They will crush you, they will destroy your life and have had everything you and Terra have been fighting for. Really upset. Oh, don't worry. They have been trying for more than 6 years, and they have always failed. Stayed strong while the wounds of the past were still bleeding and festering in the numbness of regret. Always acted on selfish impulse like every single human living on this planet we dare to call home. And once again, my desire for justice and truth originates from self-destructive feelings hidden behind a deceiving chance at redemption. We are questioned for hours by greedy vultures eager to pick the flesh of what was once our career and our private life. Pressure exerted on Leon and the police, the threats to Maximilian Auf, our presence on the island. Everything is turning against us, like a damn bloodthirsty boomerang. While they dig into our souls looking for that shred of evidence that will doom our lives forever. I'm feeling something new growing inside me. Something that can be summed up in a single bright word. Pride. I'm proud to see the truth has triumphed for the first time, or at least one of its infinite nuances. Hera stands beside me. She's clearly under enormous pressure, but she's smiling at me from time to time, as if she wants to tell me how proud of me she is. Proud of the man that wrecked her life while trying to protect her. All while I was following that twisted game called love, where the line between victim and perpetrator is always blurred. When we get home, finally alone for the first time, and look into the eyes of the only woman who has been brave enough to stand by my side. I touch her essence, while I'm thinking about the consequences of our actions. We will soon knock at the door and ruthlessly swallow us. But every single negative thought is outweighed by one wonderful certainty. Her lips. Her lips will always taste like infinity. Chapter 3. The only thing worth fighting for. Well, we're getting close to the end here, and we're gonna finish this in this episode. I don't think the ending will be too long. Your choices. He told Leon the truth, telling him all the details of the latest cases. Listen to Hera's complaints, softening your attitude toward the residents. Revealed the secret of the androids, coming clean about the Hephaestus case. He told the world the truth. He refused to go along with Lee's insane plan. Save game? Yes. It doesn't save, but sure. Continue? Yes. The most powerful and paralyzing poison ever. Is regret. Recurring nightmares filled with cries, shots and violence wake me up at night. You keep telling me that Freya's death was all my fault, permanent and painful scar that will circle my soul forever. And yet, I can't curse this pain. It keeps me on my toes. My true enemy is about to show themselves. Pandora's nightmare is over. Now the demons of my past are knocking at the door, demanding a blood toll. So it will never, the real Pandora was always there. Let them come. The smell of tobacco and buckshot await them. So the first Pandora we shot was never the real one. The one who I was so convinced was the real Pandora, the real Pandora, was not even Pandora at all. Damn. I don't even know what to say. So maybe that fake Pandora would have stopped killing after he achieved his goal, I don't know. I could have saved her. But I feel like we still did the right thing. Well, who knows. My trigger finger is getting itchy. The curtain rises. And this is going to be the final act for someone. Act 4. Or B, the lava that will bury all. There's 3 different endings. We got ending B. Let's see. November 28th. Hey, my birthday. Whole investigations. Gosh. 3 more hours when the interrogation to go. It's starting to get really stressful. What did he expect? Now that Pandora's gone, the police have nothing else to do in this cesspool. So the new favorite pastime is ruining our lives. Now, more than ever before. I don't know what's worse, them or those annoying reporters that hassle us every single day. And to think that we should be acclaimed as the saviors of Noah Palamos. The reality is that he was unlikely to be treated as such, especially those who were not afraid to get their hands dirty, like us. By smearing us, they show how they enjoy seeing us miserable sinking in the mud. To retain the Pandora case, scandal or setup? Despite the constant pressure on the political leadership and the police, the circumstances and the murders on the island in the District 6 of the city remain unclear. Official sources state that Daryl Hope, an old resident of the structure, was the real Pandora, the killer who has been spreading fear in Nova Palamos for more than 6 years. However, the old man was forced into a wheelchair, and yet Pandora's murders continued over the last few months. This suggests the truth has never been told. Most people think the full investigations, the agency which handled the Pandora case, is directly involved in the murders, and an increasing number of officers convinced that the real killer is Mordred Foley, the owner of the agency. More details in next issue. Pandora, myth, or conspiracy? Crazy, stupid bastards. Alright, I'm just fighting Kirby to Kirby real quick, and then we can continue with the story. Alright. Now, true enemy someone else though, and it's much more dangerous than Pandora. Are you talking about the black bands? Of course, can't ignore them anymore. Can still believe it's because of us, these xenophobes won the elections. We did what we did to ensure our future. Besides, the population did choose the leaders. It's not our fault. Are you telling me that you don't feel anything when you see all those beatings on the TV news? Don't put words into my mouth. The point I'm trying to make is that those bad things could happen to us sooner or later. And I doubt they would care whether we made them win or not. That idiot president won't spread chaos to the streets for much longer. Things will soon be back to normal. How long are you going to underestimate the danger, Mordred? I don't underestimate anything at all. I'm just saying that nobody can afford to feed a civil war, not even a crazy fuck like Loveless. Since Baker's death, we've been trying to shock the whole thing off, as if it's going to sort itself out. Dictatorships are created from the silence of people who could do something but didn't, while looking at the danger of crazy extremists. You'd better ask Emily or the police for a higher level of protection. Let's assume they're still willing to hear us out after what happened on the island. Let's forget about the black bands for now. We'll talk to Emily later and we'll get out of this mess. Are you saying that there's something even more important? Precisely. I'm talking about William Payne. You mean the man I shot then? I know it's hard for you, but I hope you understand that it's the last piece to Pandora's puzzle. You're right. We never found out how he was connected with the killer. And more importantly, with the black bands. What do you mean? The feeling that everything that happened with the black bands directly related to him, rather than the real Pandora. As far as we know, it all be all just a ploy to trigger this disaster without Baker's knowledge. Well, we actually never found out anything suspicious about Payne, aside from his workplace and his adoration for Pandora. This is why we should ask around and find out more. On top of that, the black bands are using Echo to promote daily messages to incite hatred. First thing is, instead of denying fake news, the opposition party are just making up their own ones, feeding a vicious circle of lies. Seems like how people get used to the nonsense and now they can't live without it. Should have destroyed ArcOS when I got the chance. Speaking of that, I wonder what happened to Talia. Aside from ArcOS, what's our next move to find out something more about Payne? I don't think any employee at Hephaestus will tell us anything, given the circumstances. Should we try to contact Abigail then? I mean, for all we know, she and David could be even more involved than we thought. Indeed, they disappeared and we haven't heard about their plan anymore. It might have been related to Payne and the Black Bands. They were talking about protecting us after all. They likely wanted to prevent us from investigating them, leading us to focus on the real Pandora. Something fishy about this. Oh, that's exactly why we didn't trust them. And with good reason. Only a fool would stand with that lawyer. And what Abigail said about him doesn't mean that our dear friend might not betray us any moment. It's hard to accept, but we need the help now. We will never find out the truth. We had to force them to talk about the plan and distress information about Payne and the Black Bands. You're making it sound easy. We defended the Pandora, didn't we? The lawyer and the kid will never stop us. You're right. Still, I have a feeling that we're forgetting someone that could help us with Payne. Maybe. I mean, I would know who, but she died that day. Maybe we just forgot as well as they did, but I feel like if I would check out possible character profiles, I would figure it out, but that's just none other than us to. No point in wasting time on assumption. Let's talk to David and Abigail first. Alright, I can find her. You sure you want to split up? I've told her 1,000 times I'm able to take care of myself. Just because of all the mayhem on the streets, you know. I'll be fine, trust me. Nah, alright, let's go. Are you alright? Did you manage to contact Abigail? No. Not yet. I hope she will pick up the phone. I'd better not look for her all around the city. In case something happens, run away and call me. I'll be there in less than half an hour. I've no reason to worry right now. Just get the truth out of that lawyer. With great pleasure. Casey's office. I must admit that visiting this cursed place without Hera makes my blood run cold. I really hope she's fine. You worry too much, dude. That girl is stronger than you think. And concerning my office, your words are hurting me. Paid a fortune to make it look like modern and peasant after all. It's not your horrible taste that scares me, you know. You're still so irritable even now that Pandora is behind bars. You should try and relax, my friend. Listen, I'm not here for your advice on how to live my fucking life. Oh well, what can I do for you then? I need your help to resolve the issue of the man I shot during the Treasury Park case. Oh, you're referring to that guy, Payne? Precisely, and I suspect you know more than you care to admit. You're accusing me of such terrible things after you didn't trust me and the girl. Guess that accepting the fact that people can sometimes act with good intention is too hard for you, am I right? I'm sorry, but you've never been much of a do-good at David. And yet, the Black Bonds never did anything against you or your lovely agency. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. That's why I suspect that your plan is directly tied to Payne and the Black Bonds. I also believe that you have more influence on them than I initially thought. Otherwise that girl would have never stayed by your side, considering you were the lawyer of the man she hated the most. You know, it amazes me how sharp you can be. I wouldn't expect any less from the man who arrested Pandora. And to thank you, I've decided to tell you all about our little plot, in which you have always played a key role, by the way. So, you finally admit that you turned our attention to other cases on purpose, hiding the truth from Payne and Treasury Park. If you want to deceive your enemies, you must deceive your allies first. I really have to teach you everything, my dear Foley? The only reason I protected you is because you were the only one that stood a chance of stopping Pandora. The man who ruined my life. What? What do you have to do with Pandora? I have everything to do with him. For all those years, Pandora has been threatening to kill the only person I ever loved. Can't believe it. The only reason I acted like that with the glove is because he forced me. So he was the man with the glove. Thanks to me, you will learn that every happy ending is a lie. And our friend here will be our witness. Make one wrong move and she will face torments and suffering beyond your wildest nightmares. But I'm sure it will never come to that. Am I right? My dear David. That's crazy. How long ago did this happen? More than 7 years ago. Long before the incident on the island. Even before I became your lawyer. Wait. Are you telling me that? Yes. Pandora asked me to help you. He sent me instructions via letters delivered in my mailbox by a courier. When I told Abigail, she felt even closer to me as she was, the one directly threatened by him in the first place. Well, it was another Pandora, but still. Damn it. And he never said anything? What was I supposed to do? One word and my sister would be dead. I was the victim, just like Abigail. How long did that go on? Years and years. He let his hostage go soon after, but he never stopped to threaten us. Needless to say, he required our help during the events at Treasury Park too. He asked me to remove the glove and to make it disappear. But that time I tried to stand up to him, so put it back right after. This can't be possible. The true Pandora could have never threatened you. I've got my reason to believe that. It would be pointless to explain that our old man was already in crucial conditions. Risk saying too much and make my situation with the police even worse. Are you starting to see when I mentioned you to Pain? No, I don't. Shot that monster and Freya died. He had no reason to hide the truth from me. I actually had a good one. The true Pandora created a simple, fascinating character capable of bringing out the darkest side of people. Just like in the myth, Pandora's box was just a vessel of pure evil that was released into the world, and during this month, we realized that Pain was the first to carry on the legacy. Where shall we park? The murder in the hotel room connected to Hephaestus, and the suicide on the island. The true Pandora has never been the killer in the cases of the last few months, despite using the same methodology. Ever wondered why? Can't believe it. He brought Pandora down, that's true, but the cancer's been spreading for a long time. I doubt anyone could stop this phenomenon at this point. Phenomenon? That's what you dare to call the work of a bloody serial killer? That man was able to sway the entire public opinion, shaking the foundations of a corrupted society. Thanks to him, everyone can be a killer now, emulating his work and carrying on his legacy. And that's why I intend to take advantage of the situation and overthrow this filthy city once and for all. What? You can't be serious. Just don't get it, do you? I protected you from those fascists because I wanted you to arrest the real Pandora, so that me and dozens of other people could wreak havoc and give rise to an unprecedented social revolution. Completely insane. Not at all. Quite the opposite, Foley. My plan is perfectly rational and considered. So how come you have such influence over the Black Bands? And why did Abigail decide to join this madness? Little Abigail had a real hatred for Big and his party, so I just had to tell her that my plan would have destroyed them for good. Naturally, I left out the most important thing, or rather, the most important person. Without this person, the whole plan would have failed. It's me, huh? I'm the most important person, am I not? Voice it to her. Gosh, it's been hours, but Abigail finally decided to pick up the phone. Not sure meeting in Talon Square at this time of the day is a smart idea, though. Well, at least no one will bother me in this crowd. I knew being too close to Foley would drive you crazy. And here you are, talking to yourself in the middle of a square. Leon? What's that look on your face? It's almost like you are afraid of me. Well, it's only fair after the events on the island. You don't have to worry. Right now I'm just glad the Pandora case has been solved once and for all. You just told the truth, that's it. Problem is, that was the truth no one wanted to hear. That's right. I'm so sorry we dragged you into this mess. You didn't deserve to suffer again because of us. Are you kidding? After 7 long years, I can finally sleep. Couldn't forgive myself for killing those poor actors because of our vanity, but now my soul has finally found peace. I honestly believe that it's time to change my life and leave that stupid police station. Well, I wish you good luck with the future. I'm sorry, but I have an important meeting right now. May I ask with whom? It's better for you not to know the answer. You don't want to drag you into this mess again. Ever. You are aware that you can't win this battle alone, aren't you? We might not end up winning, but at least we can do is fight. This time, our enemy is far more powerful than Pandora. The last thing I want is to see you get killed due to the stupidity of our compatriots. If you ever need help... Alright, thank you. Okay, I will leave now, just please be careful. A safe journey home, Leon, and thanks again. Finally, he's gone. Abigail, how long have you been here? Longer than you think. I was just waiting for the right moment to show up. Oh, I see. Well, I guess we're not going to talk with this crowd. Definitely not. Come with me and make sure nobody's following us. Sorry, I had to write to Kirby. Huh? What is this precaution for? Are you worried that someone from the Black Bands will find you? We're all hanging by a thread and you dare to ask such stupid questions? Pick up already. Ugh. Why are you so aggressive? Come on, let's move. Oh, okay, I'm coming. Mordred went to David more than an hour ago. I hope everything's fine. Maybe I should send him a message. So, are you coming or not? Must making sure that no one suspicious was around. Why are you so impatient? Tss. Hurry up. Follow me. Could have split this into 2 episodes maybe, but who cares? Here we go. Now we can talk freely. All this only to take me to your house? What were you thinking? The same thing as when I decided to frame Baker. I want to change the city once and for all. What's that supposed to mean? I mean that there's no change without sacrifice. I'm sorry, Hera. This is the only way. No, you don't kill her. Wait! I'm sorry, Hera. I hope one day you'll forgive me. What the? No. Why? Please. Please. Don't kill her if you can. She's got nothing to do with it. Kill the protagonist? Oh no. I would never let it happen. But you are right. There's no change without sacrifice. What? Farewell, Abigail. And thank you. Wait, Abigail dies? Wait. No. Whoop, Abigail is dead. That was a twist of events. But what are you doing with her? Where am I? In the only place where you should be, my dear. Distorted voice. I think it's coming from the camera right there. Who the hell are you? One question. The only thing you should be wondering is, how do I get out of here? And the answer is, there is no way out. The only door is locked from the outside. So, be nice, play your part, and I promise that nothing is going to happen to you. If you think they can use me to blackmail Mordred and get him to do something stupid, you're damn wrong. Well, actually, he's completely right. I'm pretty sure he would do something stupid to save her, so that might happen. I guess you're looking for your Aqua so you can contact him. I apologize, but we had to destroy it. We couldn't let our little masterpiece be ruined by the very object that represents the system we despise. Do you think that locking me in here and killing that girl can change things? Just insane, David. David? Oh no. I would never let him get his hands dirty. The king must not leave his golden castle. You must be one of his puppets then. Wait. Just spit it out. What do you want from me? Oh, nothing too complicated. I just want you to look around. Huh? Believe me, you don't need any more explanations. Speak to you very soon. What does that mean? Supposed to read those newspaper clippings? Talon Square? Alright. Most of these articles are just garbage about the political scene of the last 30 years. Why do you even want me to read this? Try to look closer. Huh? Wait. It looks like a letter, but who wrote it? You've obtained generations of ashes. Oh. My name is William Payne, and today I decided to become a killer. Until just recently, I was living my life as an average man, destined to be swallowed by the whirlwind of history, leaving no trace of my existence. I had a good job, a nice house, and I was ready to start a family and to give them the affection that my father has never given me. Well, a happy life, yet pointless. And one morning, one ordinary morning like others, I faced the failure of my existence because of a simple medical report. I got diagnosed with cancer, very advanced, not curable. Fuck! 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 He was not gonna kill again. He just wanted to throw up the system. We could have saved Freya. God damn it. No way. You expect me to believe that this letter was written by Payne himself? Precisely. They were handed over to the king before the events that led to both his and Freya's death. He wrote them on paper because he knew he couldn't afford to rely on AgriOS, not even its encrypted system. Please continue. You'll start to understand the genius behind the first true harbinger of the revolution. What about this? Is it another ladder? We've obtained degeneration of evil. At first I kept living my usual life. Always been a useless man, and the news gave me the feeling that everything would be over soon. And all of a sudden, something inside me changed forever. I found a book full of conspiracies and weird stuff about Pandora's work. The boogeyman of Nova Palamos. The theories inside the book were just crazy, clear sign of how censorship was making the identification of his modus operandi very difficult. Those lines were intended to convey fear and sensationalism, but honestly, they were like pure ecstasy to me, a mix of adrenaline and sense of accomplishment. He had created some fine masterpieces, and yet no one seemed to understand them. Pandora was not a killer. Pandora was an artist, the first actual revolutionary of Nova Palamos. Only intention was to exploit evil to create a true status symbol in the collective imagination, set a precedent so that anyone could pursue his work without being afraid. However, it looks like he suddenly stopped in the last 3 years if no one ever had appreciated his art. That's why I decided to be the first to carry on his work, his legacy, embracing the gift he left to humankind. Are we reading about all the copycats? Payne really had nothing to do with the real Pandora. Taking advantage of the lack of concrete information related to the murders, he managed to create a myth around himself which led everyone to believe in Pandora's back. This is simply absurd. Mordred actually told me that the same mask as how Pandora popped up on Payne's face too. However, the police report said he was just wearing a gas mask, nothing else.
personality and his psyche were like so corrupted that he turned into a living avatar. Poisonous gas, coupled with this distressful situation, models obsession did the rest. Yourselves had been deceived. Freya paid the price.
That is true.
Here we go. This must be the right one.
Attain the perfect plan. Playing the part of Pandora was not an easy task at all. I didn't want to be mistaken for a filthy replica. Unlike him, my work at Hephaestus Tech gave me access to encrypted system and profiles of every citizen. So I decided to aim higher and target the man that more than anybody else was turning the city into a living hell, Baker. I'd never strike him directly because it would turn him into a martyr, ruining the work and the prestige of Pandora. I collected as much information as possible about him, digging up his dirtiest secrets and discovering the deep-seated hate of his sister-in-law towards him. I made contact with her and a friend of hers, winning their trust, and working on a plan to kill one of them, framing Baker at the same time. This wasn't going to be enough to give me any credibility, so I decided to involve the protagonists of the previous case of Pandora in order to reignite the flame and convince the world that the Master had returned. In order to do that, I needed 3 actors: Foley Investigations, a police officer, and the lawyer that defended them during the previous case. I would have drawn the 3 of them like flies to honey, but involving the lawyer would have required a more direct approach.
Wait a minute. This means he's the one who wanted us involved in the Baker case. What does David have to do with this? What does he mean by a more direct approach?
Being kidnapped the only person David cared about, thus forcing him to attend the case as Baker's defense lawyer. In this way he made sure that the politician would end up behind bars, no matter what.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. Suffice to say that the kidnapping lasted a short time, as the hostage was released the next day. Regardless, Pandora warned him he would strike again if David went rogue. The one you see is Payne's last letter to the king. Come on, read it.
Sacrificed lamb.
The plan worked out perfectly. Everyone believes I'm the real Pandora, and I'm sure that from now on thousands of lambs will sacrifice themselves, ready to continue your master's work. Now there's one thing left to be done in order to convince our citizens of this idea. Become a martyr. Just need to tease the twisted mind of that detective, using Freya and some of the military gases produced by Hephaestus Tech to push him to shoot me. I'm about to die, but I couldn't be happier than this. My work is almost complete. My message of loss is about to spread around the world. Are you the one who will carry out the Master's legacy?
So William wanted David to be successor.
Precisely. You can call it Stockholm Syndrome, but the truth is the king was the first to understand the greatness of his own plan. And so he decided to carry on his legacy, aiming at the destruction of the Black Bands.
Sorry, my voice is just going up from so much talk in the past 2 days in this game. Yeah.
And what does this have to do with me?
Haven't you realized yet? The king wants you to be the symbol of change, because you have been fighting Pandora all along, and because you're exactly what the xenophobic party hates and persecutes. If you're by our side, we will erase the pain and sorrow from our city, finally making it the paradise that the founding fathers were dreaming of.
I'd rather die like a dog than take the side of a madman who's pursuing the plan of a serial killer.
You just don't get it, do you? Then there's no other way. We'll have to force you to be loyal.
What?
They got more to it, don't they? Yup.
Is that body?
No. Just a gift.
That's Mordred. That's Mordred. You should recognize your husband, man, partner, whatever you want to call him.
It's that tangible evidence of the king's fondness for you.
Truly, what? What are you doing here?
Really? You don't get it? It was me who guided you so far.
But then...
Yes. The person was kidnapped by Pain, much loved by David. It's me. David is my stepbrother, born from a different father. That's why we have different last names.
That's not possible. Worked so actively with the Black Bands in the beginning and Pain.
Why do you think he released me? He knew that it would be way more convenient for him to let me free. And besides, I was the only person Baker trusted. And to think that I've always dreamed of killing him in his sleep. How ironic.
Wait, are you telling me that you joined the party only to destroy it from the inside out?
David and I have been wanting to win them for longer than you can think. However, Baker himself paved the way for implementing our plan.
But you always tried to protect him. You even asked for our help.
Only because Pain asked us to, and we knew that your contribution would shake things up a bit. In fact, if now we are free to do what we want, thanks to you two.
It was certainly not our intention to help you with such a crazy plan, you fool.
Oh, Kitty's got claws. Well then, please accept our gift. I'm sure it will help you decide whether to join us or not.
What do you mean?
Do as I say and you will find out. Come on, don't be shy. After all, we just want to do some good. Seeing Abigail like that, after all what she went through, that you call do good?
They want to be my strictly guess, they want to be like the new party leader of a different party and make it like, I don't know, something like that. Pretty much like Obama in the US, kind of. That's a worst example. That is like the literally worst example. Just imagine a black leader in Germany, pretty much like that. That's like the plan. I feel like it's gonna be the plan. But she's from Greece, she's not there, she's a little bit brownish. It's gonna be like, not like as racist related stuff, you know? You know what I mean.
Oh, but dear Mordred, why are you always so dull? Join me. Help me change the city and I promise that both of you will be safe. What the hell does both of you mean? Don't worry. Kara is fine. At least for now. But I want an answer from you. You've made too many enemies, my friend. You need my protection. But first, you have to pledge your loyalty to me and my cause. Why on earth should I help you pursue that maniac's work? I'm just asking you to help me destroy those who ruined your life. Nothing else. It's simple. Either with me or against me. So please give me your answer now. Go to hell, David. Wrong answer, my friend.
He's alive, is he? Please be alive.
Think about it sometimes, you know? I think about how good it was to be swallowed by this hell of life with you. Think about how you've been the only one that could make me feel invincible. I think about how your words made me realize that, as long as we were together, everything would work out for the best. Yes, you and me. No. They shot Mordred to make her submit. I thought that she was just beaten up really badly. Together forever. So tell me, you're going to join us like a good girl, or do you want to end up like this loser? Oh, so I see. Goodbye then. Say hello to Mordred in hell when you meet him. Herva? Do you hear me? Oh, holy shit. Holy Christ. That bitch was about to shoot you dead. It's good I decided to follow you for a Wait, don't tell me that. Fuck. We need to leave right now, or we end up dead too. Can you get up? Please, Hera, listen to me. Just like that. Good. We made it. Should be safe here. Now.
That's... I mean, she said he's not dead. Why did she say this when he's dead? I immediately knew it was Mordred, but... He shot my boy. Shot my boy. At least Leon is there. See, we made some friends that help us. So... The police girl who was in love with Freya was always against her, so if Freya wouldn't have died, I would have definitely saved Mordred's life, and they wouldn't have gone along with David's plan. See how it is. I just should have never shot this man, but felt like the right thing to do. I knew something bad was gonna happen because... But I was willing to sacrifice Freya. God damn it. Damn it.
We made it. Should be safe here for now. What happened, Hera? Can you talk? You're in shock. Should have expected. I'm so sorry. Despite what we've been through, Mordred did not deserve to die like that. I cannot understand. I kill him now.
No.
I'm such a jerk. Forget it, Hera. You just lie down. Try to pull yourself together, alright? I'll go back up and take Foley's body out of that hellhole. Don't worry, I won't leave you alone. Already asked a close colleague of mine to protect you while I'm gone. I'll be back in a minute. Please, don't let this get you down, okay? We'll have time to mourn later. And I need you to react and be ready to fight. Otherwise we'll end up like him.
No.
We'll find whoever did this. I promise. You have my word. I'm going now. I leave in the hands of an old trustworthy colleague of mine.
Please don't leave.
Who is that colleague? Leon told me everything. When I got the news, I couldn't believe it.
Yup, that's bad. That's really bad. Leon, you're a fucking idiot. She's gonna kill her. She is the enemy. She shot Mordred. She is the one who shot Mordred in the fucking head.
Should have known this Black Bonds bastard would have attacked sooner or later. Should have done more to keep you safe. It's all my fault. Don't worry, Fo. I'm here to protect you now. You! I would take you to the station, but we can't risk bumping into someone who's working with them. Right now, the best plan is to wait for Leon to come back and then all move together like a team. Why don't you lie down and try to relax a little? You need to rest. You'll collapse from exhaustion. Okay. That's crazy. I'd never imagined that it would send the secretary herself to execute someone.
How do you know?
Huh? What are you looking for in that drawer?
A pistol to shoot you.
What the? You fucking idiot, what are you doing? You. How could you know that Beckinsale is trying to kill me?
Leon told me, goddammit. Have you lost your mind?
Leon had no idea who that woman was. You can't stop acting, you stupid bitch. We both know that you wanted Mordred dead, but for what happened to Freya?
She's way more badass than I thought she is.
This is so grotesquely ironic. Even tried to convince that stupid lawyer not to kill you. You're right, Fo. My burning desire to kill Mordred was the only reason to keep on living this nightmare. I never cared for the lawyer's plan.
I knew it!
But you knew well that my greatest desire was to shoot that filthy pile of shit right in the head. And when I finally did, I felt complete. As if my whole existence had meaning again. Can't describe the ecstasy I experienced knowing that I destroyed all your hopes to redeem yourselves. So it's true, you're the one who killed him. Yes, and that was the best decision of my life. I want you to know that I did not kill him straight away. Shot him in the back first. I wanted to see him crawling like a worm while his life was fading away. Then leaned over and whispered in his ear, saying that Abigail was buying time so that we could give you his body as a gift before killing you. You should have seen him, racked with pain and spasms, calling your name again and again, with tears on his face. A man so annoyingly proud who died while crying for having a piece of garbage like you. No matter how hard I try, I couldn't help but laugh. And even now if I think about it, I can't.
And ping, ping, ping. And another one, please. Thank you. Alright, fine. I won't mind another one.
Close your eyes and count slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Focus on one single thought, just like he taught you. The breath slows down, the noise of the shot slowly fades away from my ears, making me aware of what I've done. Minutes feel like hours, while the blood of the bitch is dripping on the floor that took us so long to pay. I know it's the goal, but still. The smell of tobacco mixed with the faint scent of your skin permeates the room, and I can't help but nervously pull your coat tighter and hold it in so many build-up. I killed someone, and therefore all I feel is filthy melancholy. I feel no pain, I can't cry. I want to curl up and grieve, and that's because... Despite all your eyes, You taught me to be a lioness and tear my fears to pieces, and I will love you forever for that. When this is over, I have plenty of time to drown into despair, but now I have one last thing to do. Killing David.
Let's go, Mordred.
10,000 bucks. She's gonna kill David right now, the lawyer. She's just gonna go walk in there and shoot him dead. And everyone who's in the way, she's just gonna shoot everybody dead.
Let's go, Mordred. Together. One last time.
New destination available. Casey's office. Who would have thought?
With firm step and the elegance typical of a woman who's eager for revenge, the princess is finally coming back for a golden castle. Welcome back, Hera. I was looking forward to seeing you. Take a seat. We have a lot to discuss.
I don't think so.
Didn't came up here to have a chat.
Oh, believe me, I know that. But I'm sure you want some answers. Or perhaps you'd rather spend the rest of your life without knowing the reason behind all this?
A big mouth for a dead man.
Oh. Was that a threat? No empathy. Just like our dear old Mordred.
Don't you dare say his name. You'll make you suffer more than you need to.
You speak words of death, yet I am unarmed despite knowing you were coming.
Still playing mind games? Where will you go, you evil son of a...
Stop and listen to me. Consider it my last wish.
That bitch in the black bonds was a sister and pain blackmailed you. So you decided to use us to bring him down and pursue his sick legacy. You're trying to show me your intentions, you succeeded. And now I'm ever happier that racist whore is dead. Just like that filthy officer sent to kill me while pretending to protect me after your sister failed.
Oh, you've got it completely wrong. Emily was really there to protect you. She had no intention of killing you. Emily only joined the cowards to take revenge on Foley. She cared for nothing else.
You know this. Never shared the tale for your sister, who died just to follow the plan of the most one man in all Palamas. I would spit in your face, but I would just end up cleaning it.
My sister died for the greater good. She's always wanted the best for the city, just like me. And when this is over, she will be considered a martyr.
Oh great, then let's turn you into martyr as well.
Don't you get it, Tara? I have the opportunity to bury the Black Bonds, an entire corrupted political class of our city once and for all.
Oh, you want to bring me to believe that you have so much power?
My sister was the one who killed Baker during his first public speech, just saying.
What?
Whoa.
So killing the only moderate member in the party and carrying power to mad xenophobe was part of your plan all along?
Because of his motivation, if Baker was the president, it would be much harder to destroy the party and expose their infamy.
Can you consider that thousands of people like me would be afraid to walk the streets alone? It's all your fault if this wave of violence and blind hate would claim so many victims. And you have the nerve to say that you want to change things?
Blame me as long as you wish. You know very well that none of this would have happened in the first place. You had not handed over that video to the police. And I'd like to remind you that the only reason you didn't end up killed by those fanatics was because of my sister.
And why would she ever protect us?
Your death has never been part of our plan. I already told you. We just wanted to save Nova Palamos. And you.
And why? Why did you kill Mordred and I do the same to me?
Because you began to doubt us. If you were afraid you could blow the plan. Same applies to Abigail. You can't handle the pressure, unfortunately.
You're just a filthy murderer who doesn't even have the guts to get his hands dirty.
Filthy murderer who spent the last few years collecting confidential information about the Black Bonds and the entire political class. Much of the information collected could spark a war if it was disclosed to foreign countries. But if used correctly, change the history of Nova Palamos. This is why I decided to use it. Coupled with the myth of Pandora for my final plan.
What plan are you talking about?
Take advantage of Pandora's myth to unleash absolute chaos within the city, thus showing the inability of institutions to manage the situation. We will create a cult of people devoted to Pandora and give rise to the first true revolution in the history of the city.
So tell me, what would make you different from those Black Bonds bastards?
The difference is that I act for the good of our citizens. The well-being of the many must sometimes be sacrifices from the few.
Thank you. This gives me one more reason to kill you.
And yet you haven't done so. This is why I'd like to offer you a deal.
How dare you propose me something after you killed the only person who gave my life meaning?
I just know you're a clever woman, and you don't want to throw your life away. And you, more than anyone, wish for the Black Bands to disappear forever. You have to realize that if you kill me now, you'll doom Nova Palamos to years of blood and violence, fueled by those fascist extremists. Not to mention that you'll die the moment you leave my office.
Did you really think I came here expecting to live another day?
No, that's why I'm trying to instill some reason in your tormented mind. Please, just sit down and listen to my offer.
I don't think so.
Pretty sure that I should hear gunshots now. Come on, we cannot consider this shit. I can't even read all of that. Terra. Sign this contract and you see the fascist party burn down. Same party that killed your parents and forced you to live in fear. I promise. Alright.
Alright, I'll sign.
No! Yes!
If your blood.
Yes! One step after another, again and again. Until his face turns into an obscene lump of flesh, finally getting a stupid smile out of my head. My hand is sore and throbbing, my head is spinning, while the smell of death is filling the room of the only man that could have made a difference. Glass reflects the true face of the city, revealing the image of a woman that killed in cold blood and doesn't feel even guilty about it. After all, it proves that one single tiny spark. And ignite the monstrosity hidden inside human beings. Just like territorial animals that act and tear each other apart by the instinct giving up their nationality as soon as they lose the tiny light, and you were my own light. So now I'm asking you. Are you proud of me? Yes, I'm very proud of you. So please, don't leave me alone on the way to the gallows.
The lights and scream of the police assail me, but I'm not afraid, because you'll always be here with me. The self-consciousness slowly fades away while the curtain is about to fall, a mediocre of bitterness ending, as befits all stories about revenge. From now on, my name will always be compared to Pandora, and the Black Bands will use all these sins to leave more fear than the stranger. So in the end, I became what I've always been, hating and fighting all these years. And why? Why do I want to laugh so badly? Chapter 4b, the laughter that will bury you all. The end. There we go. Interesting ending. That was the bad ending. There are two alternative endings, but if you want to see those, you have to play the game for yourself or maybe find some other Let's Plays. I just hope you enjoyed the game. I'll see you guys in the next game. Until then, have a great one. And I'll see you all in the next one. And let's just, I don't know, I press the button and see if the credits are rolling or whatever's gonna happen. Unlock ending B. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen here. Oh. Natalia made it out. But unfortunately, things didn't go that way. Yep, there must have been huge chaos. Not even Eugene himself could have foreseen the devastating extent of the information stored inside Talia. Countless cases of espionage, media manipulation, and murders against the Europeans were found along with tangible evidence of cooperation of enemies. Okay. The seed of World War III have been planted. Despite the efforts of reconciliation, it was only a matter of time before war was declared. The Asian Union, this one enemy of near Europe, immediately took sides with the independent city, planting the seeds for the Third World War. And what triggered all this is the decision of a solitary detective and desire for revenge of a frustrated boy. Yay, we started World War III, let's go! So Talia made her way out there and started huge chaos. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, have a great one. Bye bye. I don't think there's gonna be any more stuff going on now.